Folks, your confidence could potentially get you into a situation that you could have avoided. I'm John, president and founder of Gentle Response, a consulting company that specializes in conducting very dynamic, realistic conflict de-escalation training exercises around the country for churches, businesses, and corporations and state agencies. And I want to talk about an incident that happened very recently at one of our training seminars. Now, one of the most important personal safety concepts and habits that we try to convey and pass on to our students is this concept of having that space, a reactionary gap between you and someone who's confrontational. Number one, if you stay out of their arm's reach, it'll keep you from being hit in the face. And number two, you will also keep yourself from violating their own personal sense of space, right? This reactionary gap. Now, in this scenario, my instructor role player, very large individual, got right up literally into the face of a individual who's a lot smaller and thinner, and stayed there for a little while before he backed off and went into the rest of the scenario. Now, during the critique phase, my instructor role player asked the individual, so, you know, one of the things we teach is this reactionary gap, but you allow me to get right up to you and you let me stay there, you didn't move, you didn't flinch, you didn't do anything. You know, why'd you do that? And this individual said, well, I'm a second-degree black belt and I would have just taken you down. And then my instructor looked at him and said, yeah, but isn't the purpose of taking conflict de-escalation training is to mitigate and even eliminate the need to potentially get into a physical confrontation and risk getting hurt? To which this individual kind of sheepishly nodded his head. Now, here's the thing. For a second-degree black belt, and I look back and, you know, looking at the video that was shot of this scenario, he let himself get backed up against a wall. Actually, he assumed that position in the first place. He was leaning up against a wall, very neutral, a body posture, nothing about him that would indicate that he was prepared for any type of physical confrontation, even after my role player instructor got literally right up in his face and well within elbow striking range. There was nothing about his response. He didn't flinch, he didn't do anything. And had my instructor role player decided to elbow strike him, there was nothing he could have done. Folks, do not allow your confidence to get you to believe that your kung fu, your karate, your taekwondo and all that is better and that's superior than anyone else you're potentially going to face. What makes you think that this person is not as good as you or better or faster or stronger and is able to withstand impacts to the head and sternum and chest and groin? Don't assume things like that. Always properly make sure that you have a reactionary gap again with someone who's being very, very confrontational. In my mind, bragging about being a second-degree black belt and then seeing how he actually responded to a potential confrontational situation, it was laughable. There was nothing about this. Don't let your confidence get you into a situation that could have absolutely been avoided. Why risk getting hurt? Hit that like and subscribe button.